The one you love to hate, Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I'll bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain, well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. I'm rocking my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
Welcome to Villains, the podcast. We got a great show for you tonight. We got a special guest, JT. We got a couple of co-hosts. We're still waiting on a few of them. We got some food-related things that we're going to do today. And on top of that, we're going to discuss Oklahoma and what their record is going to look like in college football this year. So without further ado, man, I love that intro. What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Not much. Just another day in paradise.
Oh, man. I see you got a different background today.
Yeah, we have one of those iMac desktops.
Yeah.
So I've been using my laptop for so long, I figured why not hop on here and get it set up as part of the StreamYard thing.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Looks really cool. So we're waiting on Chris. Emily may join us beside me here in a little while. She's got something she's doing. But in the meantime, we have a special guest.
So go on, Pittsburgh, steal my girl, rig my heart, mess me up, hit me hard, gonna get back up, we both know the deal, you can break what's strong, as Pittsburgh Steel.
What's up, man? I love that song. I'm not from Pittsburgh or anything, but that's a great song, great intro for that. How we doing, JT?
I'm hanging, boys. How you guys doing?
Oh, man, I'm good.
Hot as hell.
I said,
here,
ain't nothing but a G thing.
Yes. I'm glad it's Thursday, man. One more day, get this week over with, man.
Oh, I'm on my 3-day weekend now. So I got off work today. I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, that's nice, man.
My wife's flipping me off. So let me tell you a funny story. So I'm on my way to my wife's work because we're gonna meet up, go have dinner, whatever. And so I get a text message from my friend Danny, and it said the Braves have traded Chris Sale. I'm like, what the fucking fuck is going on? Why would the Braves trade the Rednecks? And I'm like, that's a very Braves thing to do anyway. So I text her back. I'm like, that's I hate the Braves. And then she texts me back when I make it to my wife's work and said, just kidding. My nephew read it wrong. It was a trade proposal. I'm like, man, you gave me a heart attack.
Oh, man. It's bad enough losing Max Fried, also losing Chris Sale. Jesus.
Man, I was like, man, that just means we give up. Like, I get it. We've
Yeah.
Hey, the Pirates do it every year, man. So I'm used to that. Numb to them stuff. So.
Man, but it did not happen. So, we'll try not to be in fourth place in the division this year. So with that being said, I want to play. We have a comment. What's up, Terry? We love Terry.
That's a good one right there.
Bro, the Magias. I like that. It's a good one.
Terry's cool, man. You'd like Terry.
Oh yeah.
So let's play one of the FAFOs I got. Let me see. Oh, this one. And this, I swear, this is going to be Chris after 3 weeks of the college football season. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, once they start 1 and 2, that's gonna be Chris.
That's gonna be him 3 weeks after the Titan season begins.
Oh, for sure.
We got this nobody who's gonna be our number 1 receiver by the end of the season. Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, he named a name. I have no idea who it was. But Chris has blind loyalty to the teams he loves. He told us last year before the season started, bro. He said the Titans are going to win the AFC South. And we're like, no, bro, they're not. They're probably not going to win 4 games. He goes, mark my words.
That didn't age well.
They're marked.
I had to turn into the John Travolta meme from Pulp Fiction. Like, when did news break about fucking CJ Stroud being injured for the entire season?
Yeah.
Like,
bro, like that just like, yeah. And he said Will Levis is what did he say? Will Levis should be starting over Cam Ward.
Yeah, well, something like that. And then like towards the end of the season, he goes, "Oh, Will Levis. Statistically speaking, Will Levis is the best quarterback in the AFC South." I'm like,
yeah, he said that.
Oh my god.
What?
Does he deal with reality, man?
Hey, look, man, we did a show 2 weeks ago, and he had Vanderbilt at 8 wins.
Oh, jeez, man.
Vanderbilt, yeah, we give him a lot of shit for it. Don't give me
8 wins,
bro.
They might not get 8 wins in the next 3 seasons put together.
I know. I got them at 4 wins this year. And I understand that they had a good 6-6 season last year. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, like he's playing. I mean, they're playing like Alabama. They're playing South Carolina. They're playing Texas. I mean, yeah, no. That's a rough schedule. I mean, and like I would take that in consideration. I know Chris loves his team, and I love that about him. He believes in him, and he should.
Yeah.
But Vanderbilt's not seeing 8 wins this year. I'm just gonna call it as I see it.
They're not gonna win 8 games, man. There's no way in hell.
No, man. We went over it. Like I had them at 4.
I think four's being a little nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have some really shitty teams on their schedule. They have a few. I think 3 of their 4 out of conference was nobody. So except for Virginia Tech, which they may lose that one. But Virginia Tech looks pretty shitty there. They may not.
Yeah, the only thing Virginia Tech really has going for them is their Enter Sandman entrance.
That's basically it. They lost a lot of. They actually had a lot of talent in the NFL draft this past year, which means they didn't regenerate, but they lost. So they're gonna be bad for a year or 2 now again.
God, it's nice to see you team up with him against me. Hey, look, man, I did UCLA too, and I love Terry, but like UCLA probably going to be running about 5-7 this year, I would imagine. It's Foster's still this is only his 2nd year, right? And Chip Kelly left that program in shambles, so you can't be mad at the coach yet. You know what I mean? Like Chip Kelly literally left them 2 months before the season and joined Ohio State, had them scrambling for a coach right before the season started or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. He got them at 7-5. I don't know, man. Big Ten kind of wonky. While we're waiting on Chris, let's go ahead and get to our first subject here. Let's see which one do I want to do. Let's do this one.
Oof.
So, first one we'll do eliminate, and then second one we'll do favorite. So, James, if you had to eliminate one of these, which one would it be?
Honestly, it's going to have to be Starbucks coffee. I mean, look, what is it, like $8 just for a large? And like even Paul Rudd said in the movie Role Models, like, oh, tall's large, big is large, venti is a different language for large. So congratulations, you're stupid in 3 languages.
I will tell you that's crazy talk from you and Terry.
Hell, hey, me, I'm either going to Dunkin' Donuts or making coffee at home.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, crazy talk.
$3.99 is better than a friggin' hand.
Hey, look, it may be $6 for a coffee, but it's worth every bit of it. I think it's great. JT, which one are you eliminating?
I've never been a Chipotle guy, man. I'm getting rid of Chipotle, and it would either be that or Taco Bell. Really, Taco Bell was great when I was in my 20s, but I don't think it would do me any justice now. But I'm gonna go Chipotle, man. I still enjoy a Starbucks every once in a while. I do agree with what my boy said. Swartzen said that I have no problem going to Dunkin' over Starbucks, but every once in a while it's nice to have a Starbucks. So Chipotle, I think I've been there one time. I wasn't impressed. I've never been back, so I'm gonna go Chipotle.
Okay, well, nothing wrong with that. I mean, I like Chipotle for what it's worth, but Moe's is better. So no crazy talk for getting rid of that. For me, it's Subway, bro. And that's because of some statements that the CEO made about 15 years ago. But if I was doing it just off of like taste or whatever, like Taco Bell got to go, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not that good. It makes my stomach hurt. But Starbucks, no, that's crazy talk.
Especially the frozen coffee right now. I can go for one right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Honestly, I usually just keep it simple with coffee, just regular coffee and then some creamer, or just same thing at Dunkin' Donuts, just large iced coffee with cream and vanilla sweetener.
I do like the iced coffees, man. I never thought I'd be an iced coffee guy. The order I get, I enjoy them. They're good.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Starbucks, you got to wrap faster than Tech 9 just to get your order in. Look, I got a venti tall soy mocha latte with oat milk, or actually scratch that, steamed Austrian's goat milk.
Hey, that shit's good though, man. Like, go get you an iced white chocolate mocha. I promise you, man, that shit is so good.
Oh, I get those all the time, but at the same time, it's like there's no Starbucks around me within walking distance that it's like, fuck it, Dunkin' Donuts is right there.
I'm not saying I wouldn't go to Dunkin', but
oh yeah, no, I get what you're saying though.
Haven't had that in a while, man.
Yeah, I'm finna pass on that. All right, James. So you have to save one.
I mean, all of these are good. Well, except for Taco Bell. Now that I got a better stomach for Taco Bell. You know what? I'm gonna go with Chick-fil-A. I mean, it's just too good, and at the same time, like, just what they have on their menu is just bar none, head and shoulders above everybody else.
You and Terry are agreeing with everything so far. No crazy stuff like me, man. I love Chick-fil-A. Like, that shit's delicious. Even their spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah. JT, which one are you saving?
I'm agreeing, man. Chick-fil-A. I'm a chicken guy, man. I'll eat chicken. I've probably eaten chicken 300 of the last 302 days of my life. That's all I eat. So I love Chick-fil-A, man. I love eating chicken every different way you can eat it, and Chick-fil-A does it well. I mean, you go there, if it's packed, they get to you quick. Everything's great about the place. Service, everything. Going
Yeah,
with Chick-fil-A.
I agree. I love Chick-fil-A. Chicken is my favorite food, so you and I can agree on that. But for me, I'm saving Starbucks, bro. I can never eat anything on this page again, and I'll be just okay. But that Starbucks gives me the little kick I need to make it through the day. Like like Chipotle, like you said, is mid. Like it's okay when you're hungry, but it ain't Moe's. McDonald's is ass. Burger King is only good for the Whopper. Chick-fil-A do be good. Taco Bell's nasty. Subway, yeah, I'm not getting into that on here. KFC is good. And Domino's is pretty ass around here. So, I'm saving Starbucks like all day long. Like I absolutely love it. While we still waiting for Chris, I don't know if you saw this one, JT. If you did, I'm sorry.
Happy 4th of July, motherfuckers! This is Superhuman TV Show. Today I'm gonna get hit with fireworks. This is for juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop! Light that bitch up! Fuck this shit! Ah! Fucker! Ah! 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 Fuck! Ah! Ah! Oh, shit! Ah! Ah! Fuck! Ah!
Man, I die every time I see that.
Oh god.
I've seen 1,000 of that dude's videos. I never seen that one though. I always see the one where he jumps off to something, hitting breaks a table and has something on the table and does that. He has a ton of videos. That guy does the same thing every time he rips his shirt off.
That's the first video I've ever seen of his, but that shit was funny.
You gotta look up the other ones. You'll laugh your ass off. He jumps off wooden tables, breaks tables. He always says the same saying, like, let's fuck shit up, and then he jumps off of something and starts crying every time. Man, it's fucking. I've been watching him for years. I don't know. I must. Something must be on my Facebook or something where just I get to see his videos all the time. There's something always happens where I get like a certain video and I see him for years, and then I have that one guy. Do you see that one guy? He's like a bald, heavy-set white guy. And he makes siren sounds.
Oh my god!
He just makes like rollouts. I mean, there's something wrong with him. You can tell he's mentally handicapped, and he'll just make siren sounds. He's like, and just running around town making siren sounds, and it's real loud and it's hysterical, man. It's just I get them all the time now. So I guess once you click on something, sometimes you get attached to them for life. So
yeah, for sure.
Guy for life.
Fucking hell, PCA, damn.
I clicked on one time that there's this, I can't remember what it's called. They make like a video game little videos, and it's good production too. And they do some funnies. I can't remember it. But I will tell you, man, there is absolutely hilarious. I saw this video. I tried to find it. I couldn't find it. I wanted it for FAFO. So what happened was this lady is in the drive-thru. And she orders a large drink. Well, the lady inside the fast food restaurant hands her a large drink. And she goes, "This ain't large enough." And the lady's like, "Well, please understand you ordered a large drink. This is large in this establishment."
Yep.
And she's like, "Bitch, you going to give me a large fucking drink." And she's like, "All right, well, I'll see you later." So she closes the window and walks away. Well, this lady is fat as fuck. I mean, just a ginormous bitch. So she tries to crawl in through the window and get stuck, and her hands are stuck. Her arms are stuck behind her. She's stuck, like she can't move. Man, that fucking worker, I think it was Wendy's. I don't know. That Wendy's worker come over there, and she just started knuckle to face, just pop, 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 and she couldn't do nothing about it. She's got her fat ass stuck in the window, and her arms are on the outside of the window, man. She's just taking knuckle sandwiches left and right. Now, I was dying. She was screaming. That's what was so funny. She's like hollering, just taking knuckles to the face. I was dying. You know that lady got fired, but I don't care. That shit had me dying. I wish I could have found it. I was rolling. like just popping her, like nothing she could do. I mean, imagine you're just stuck, your arms are locked, and somebody's just giving you the old 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, that's horrible, man.
But she deserved it.
Oh yeah, she tried to assault the worker, man. That's all. That's all. I wouldn't have fired her.
No, I wouldn't have fired her either, man. That was funny. Like, you knew you were 650 pounds and you still tried to crawl in through the window being violent. You got what you deserved, in my opinion. I mean, her holler. I mean, it was funny that the lady was punching her, but the fact that she was hollering, stop, I was dying because I'm like, you're getting everything you deserve right now, and I'm fucking loving it.
Yeah.
Andrew, she must eat a lot because she went from 400 to 650 in the last two minutes. So she must be putting down the food.
Hey, look, she was fat, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Like she knew she was too damn fat to be trying to crawl through a window. But I was dying.
Some people are crazy, man. They honestly, like anymore. Some of the videos I see, I know some of them are for show, for hits, for everything. But some of the videos I watch anymore, man, I'm just amazed at what people do for notoriety anymore. It's crazy, man.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the video we played of the two people walking dogs and the dogs get into it and the lady hits the man with a stick? Let's play that real quick and then we'll move on.
Oh, hell yeah.
Не зря купил себе 15. Что, не понравилось? Лошадь. Ебать! Чё, мужик?
Oh my god. Dude, he drooled her.
Sounded like Aaron Judge hitting a 430-foot home run when he cracked it over her skull.
Hell yeah, it did.
Oh, Jesus, man.
Oh my god.
Did the person filming it at least run up and see if she was all right? Or they just
Probably afterwards they did.
Hey, did you see the dogs running after that happened?
They were scared shitless.
Hell yeah, the owner just got popped in the head with a fucking tree trunk. But with that being said, we got one more. Yeah, he loves the throwback Pirates. Chris, how we doing?
Doing pretty good. Apologize for my lateness. Had something come up. Had to make some phone calls. Plan my trip, my vacation for 2 weeks from now. So had to get all that set in stone, and I'm good to go now.
But we're going on vacation 2 weeks from now as well.
Yep.
So Chris, so we just we were playing a couple of funny videos. That shit was hilarious. But I want you to do this one real quick, and then we'll move on. Eliminate one real quick, and then save one, and then we'll move on to the next one.
Bye-bye, Starbucks.
Crazy talk.
Why am I going to pay $8 for a cup of coffee that I can make at my own house and buy a $2 can of whipped cream to put on top of it?
Not to mention, you can get a large at Dunkin' Donuts for literally half the price.
Right.
It's $6, but continue on.
And beyond that, I've only had one drink ever from Starbucks, and I spit it out and threw the rest in the garbage.
Well, that's crazy talk because Starbucks is amazing. That's what I saved. Which one are you saving?
Which one am I saving? Man, I eat a lot of chicken from KFC. I get Domino's about once a month. I get Subway about twice a month. I'm saving KFC. 4-piece dark meat original recipe.
Yeah, no crazy talk here. I love chicken, bro. Chicken's amazing. Especially fried chicken. Emily, not so much. Emily would probably eliminate KFC out of this bunch, to be honest with you. I know my wife, and she would. What's that? Yeah, she would. I don't know which one. She probably saved Chick-fil-A.
Nope.
Which one?
Starbucks.
She saved Starbucks too. Yeah, that's my girl.
Bougie.
And I've
Fucking
had
bougie.
I've had Chick-fil-A once. I wasn't impressed.
You crazy. Chick-fil-A's good.
And
That's all.
I've had Chipotle twice. Is all right. I'm probably keeping it over McDonald's and Burger King though.
Chipotle's mid for sure, but Chick-fil-A's good, man. That's crazy. But you're here, and JT's here, and James is here. So let's move on to the next one. This one is going to be fun. Chris, eliminate 2 drinks.
Beer and wine. I
Beer
haven't
and
had a drop of alcohol since April 6, 2019.
Terry said, "I don't drink coffee at Chrysler Credit, Jay." Yeah, no crazy talk there. James, I know it's not beer for you.
No, the first one is definitely tea, though. I ain't even gonna lie. Let's see. Like, it's only good if you add some honey to it, but that's pretty much about it.
Crazy though.
Crazy. Let's see. You know what? Tea and orange juice.
Tea and orange juice. Terry's wine and tea. I like tea. I like hot tea, iced tea. I like it all. JT, which two are you? No, go ahead, James.
If it's sweetened, then yeah, tea's good.
Yeah,
I was going to say it's got to be Southern sweet tea because I can tell you, I was born and raised in Iowa. We go back there to visit. You order sweet tea, they give you a cup of iced tea and 2 packets of sugar. Sorry, that's not sweet tea. That's not sweet tea, damn it.
No, in order to make that good Southern sweet tea, you got to add the same amount of sugar that you add to a little packet of Kool-Aid.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. Sweet tea is the only way I don't like tea. I like unsweet tea and I like hot tea.
That's
Christ, you're a
crazy.
psychopath.
That's crazy talk.
Hey, look, I'm really the only like super southerner here, and I'm the only one that don't drink sweet tea. That's crazy talk. I just not my thing. What about you, JT? Which 2 are you eliminating? I love this. This is so much fun.
Chocolate milk and wine.
Wow, chocolate milk that's blasphemous.
And the reason I can't drink it, I think I said the stories when I was 13 years old. Me and my buddy drank a bottle of Kahlua, so I can't even smell chocolate.
Forgot about that.
But the wine, I love beer. I mean, beer is my I'm from Pittsburgh, so we're born with a beer in our hand. So beer is my out of that. I've never really been a wine guy. My wife likes wine, but I'm not big on wine.
Wine's okay. I guess it really depends on the flavor that you get, but it's also good for like a real fun date kind of thing.
Yankees don't appreciate tea. That's right. You tell them, James. For me though, I mean, I am for sure eliminating beer and wine. Wine is just ass, and beer is okay in IPA form, but other than that, man, no. I'm with Chris on this. I don't drink at all. So beer and wine can kick all the rocks. I do understand why you would say chocolate milk. As an adult, I do not love chocolate milk like I used to as a kid, for sure. But with that being said, save 2 of them, Chris.
I'm saving chocolate milk. And coffee.
The only thing I've ever seen you drink is Mountain Dew, so I'm shocked that soda wasn't one of them. But chocolate milk and coffee is no crazy talk.
I've actually cut down a lot on my soda drinks. I used to drink 2 of those 1.25 liters every single day.
God.
And I'm down to about 120 ounce a day now.
Oh yeah, I don't drink soda at all, bro. Like
I had to. I had to cut back. It's still not as good for you as the real thing, but I use Sunny D instead of orange juice because the orange juice has too much acid for me.
Hey, look, I understand orange juice gives me awful heartburn too, for sure. But Sunny D tastes like processed ass, bro. I don't know how you drink it. More power to you. James, which two are you saving?
I mean, these are all really good choices, but I'm gonna just really cut to the chase. Coffee and beer.
Boom.
Coffee, beer. Hey, no crazy talk. I don't think any of that's crazy talk. People love beer. JT.
He said it, man. Coffee and beer. I mean, beer's the nightcap. Coffee gets you started in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle, I usually have water, or every once in a while I like diet soda. I know that's not good for me, but I drink a lot of like Pepsi Max, Diet Mountain Dew. But I could give up soda, but as long as I have coffee and beer, and I don't drink beer daily by no means. I'm a weekend guy, so having one or two tonight because it's Thursday. I'm trying to get through this week, but can't give up beer, man. I've tried to give up beer, like mentally, I can't do it. Can't do it. Life comes at me too hard sometimes, and a couple beers, go to a bar, a couple beers, watch sports, talk to somebody. It makes me feel like a whole different person sometimes. So no need to get drunk. Just a couple beers, man, relaxes me.
Terry says the same thing as y'all, coffee and beer. So obviously the proper choices. Chris said coffee and chocolate milk. We're gonna do a clean sweep with coffee. Coffee is my absolute all-time favorite. On my days off, I drink probably 8 to 10 cups of coffee a day. And that's not a high estimate. That's average for me. Wouldn't you say so? Yeah. I love coffee.
I mean, that's military numbers right there.
So I'll just be real. I used to drink. When I was in my 20s, I was drinking a case of beer every single night.
Oh, I've never done that. Never done that.
I was pretty bad. I quit. Didn't drink for 3 years. Then I became what they call a social drinker. If people were drinking around me, I'd drink with them. But I never, ever, ever liked the taste of beer. I thought it tasted like ass.
Look, bro.
Always. The best beer that I ever drank, I'll be honest, was Lowenbrow Light.
Oh.
It was so smooth.
Well,
but in 2019, my better half decided to go to rehab because she had a drinking problem. And me, I could probably sit down and drink a beer, a good mixed drink or a beer or whatever, and have no problem. But I choose not to because I want to be supportive of her. I'm not going to have it around her because that's what a real man does. He supports his woman. And when she's in recovery, I'm walking that step right there with her.
So I will go ahead and tell you, said you drink a case of beer, bro. I bet you if I bought a case of beer today, there would be 22 left when I died.
That's a lot of beer in a day too.
Right.
And it was every single day. But as James pointed out, that's the military life, man.
Yes. So let me get my second choice in before we hijack my spotlight. My second choice is water. I drink water like it's going out of style. I drink water at work all day long. I got waters here that my wife buys me. Like coffee and water are by far my favorite. But since we talked about beer, and beer seems to be a subject before we move on to the next one, because we doing great on time. I want to know what your favorite beer overall is, and then I want to know what your favorite domestic beer is, flavor-wise. We're not talking about getting drunk, Chris. I'm not trying to subvert your.
Yeah.
I haven't drank in years, but I still have favorites as well.
Right.
Yeah, we'll start with you, Chris. Your favorite domestic, and then your favorite of whatever.
So, my favorite beer that I ever drank in America was Lowenbrow Light. It was so smooth. But my favorite beer that I ever drank anywhere in the world, Kronenberg, which is a German beer. So good, and powerful.
All right. JT.
Domestic. I'm a Michelob Ultra guy. I drink Ultras all day. I like it because it's light. It's low carb. It's almost like drinking water, honestly. So that's my domestic. My favorite beer. It's one of my sponsors, and I'm not just saying this because it is, but Spoonwood. They're a craft beer place here in Pittsburgh. They have it's called Que Suerte. It's a Mexican, like a lime sea salt kind of beer. It's unbelievable. You taste the salt, you get the lime. It's just perfect for summer. So that's my go-to beer in the summer. But I drink Ultra. I have a case of Ultra usually in my fridge.
Nice. I like it. James.
Domestic. I'm usually a Budweiser or Coors Light kind of guy. I guess it depends on the day and mood. But my favorite, this is another domestic one, but it's also an IPA and is brewed right upstate in Chicago. It is called the name of it is called Antihero. And just and like when I was back in Chicago for a week, that is the only beer I was getting.
I got you. For me, my favorite domestic beer is Yingling. I'm with Terry on this one. Yingling's good stuff, man. Like it's something with a flavor that I can stomach. Budweiser, Mick Ultra, Coors, all that shit. My fucking piss water, man. I just don't have the taste buds for it. But my favorite beer is actually a tie. One is the seasonal Sam Adams, the fall blend.
It's good.
Real good. Love it. And my other one is Terrapin RPA. Now, Terrapin is made in Athens, Georgia, where the University of Georgia is, and they do a RPA, a rye pale ale, and it's made with grapefruit. Man, that shit is good. I'm telling you, but that seasonal fall blend of Sam Adams, man, like my wife buys me a 6-pack once a year, once every 2 years. I drink one, maybe two, and throw them away. But still, I love them. I just love the flavor.
Is that the Porch Rocker? Is that what it's called?
Is that what it's called? What?
Porch Rocker. I think it's Porch
no.
Rocker. No?
No, I don't think. I think it says something pumpkin, don't it? Oktoberfest, yeah.
Oh, Oktoberfest. Okay.
Yeah, Oktoberfest. Bougie. She says I'm bougie.
I mean, a grapefruit IPA don't sound too bougie. That sounds really good. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
it is amazing.
Like, especially for a summertime kind of drink when you're by the pool.
I think when we went to Athens and we stayed the night there, didn't I get one on draft? Yeah, I actually drank one when we went. It was really good. That was last year at a bar, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were at a bar down there in Athens, Georgia. I was not wearing my South Carolina stuff. I did not want to fight a bunch of hillbillies. I was wearing Atlanta Braves and Atlanta Falcons, so I blended right in, just like I am now, as a matter of fact. So it was absolutely great. I like the beer one. So let's cut to this real quick. All right, ready? FAFO, and then we'll go into the college football portion. And then we have a couple of food ones after that.
Oh, shit! I wasn't expecting them to fall like that.
He felt like a rag doll. Man.
Oh,
man.
I mean, did you? How do you fall? Like you must have got just knocked out, and the weight just fell just right. I got one more. I don't know what it is. Let's play it real quick. I don't know what it is, but I know it's funny, or I wouldn't have uploaded it.
With the Heliante, with the Heli on, with the Heli Berry, with the Heli Burton, with the Heli Brian James, with the Heli Cyrus.
Well, that's enough of that. Time to go home.
So that's funny because that was in Pittsburgh.
Really?
Yeah, so this dude was going to attack another guy with a stick, and the dude maced his ass, and then he went and hit his head on the truck. Man, I was dying. I was dying.
I was wondering what he did because I'm like, did he just get capped in the eyeball?
I didn't even see the mate. I didn't know what happened either. I was like, what the hell happened to the guy?
Yeah,
I thought he got capped in the eyeball.
it looks like he got taken out in the ear.
No, it maced him. He maced him.
Oh, okay. So that first clipper actually reminded me of a picture. Dude took a punch like this, then just fell backwards.
Oh yeah.
That shit was nasty.
Oh.
That is crazy, man. Like, so let's take our first, well, really the only commercial we're gonna do, and then we're gonna get into some Oklahoma college football picks. So we'll be right back only on the Villain Media Network.
The one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I'll bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. Hard rock in my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
Welcome back. So, couple things real quick. We have a show called 4th and 25 with Jonathan. He posted on his social media the other day. He's like, yeah, this will be the final episode. He was doing straight through his page live, and he's like, I guess he said, I guess I'll be moving on. I guess the Villain Media Network chose to move on without me. And so I put on, I'm like, what you talking about, bro? I'm just waiting for you to tell me when the next show is. What it is he hit record instead of go live, and he thought I got mad at him. I'm like, no, bro. Like, you know how much I fucked up when I first got on StreamYard? Yeah, at least you didn't fall asleep on air.
Hey, I stayed awake this time, thankfully.
You did. You did. With that being said, it's time for a little pick'em. We're gonna go game by game, and we're gonna predict Oklahoma's schedule. Chris, the floor is yours.
Isn't it,
Harder
man?
than it looks.
So I think they beat Illinois State. I don't think that's much of a contest. Um, Playing Michigan at home, I think I'm going to give them the edge here because they're playing at home, and I have no idea what Michigan has got other than a overpriced quarterback that has no history that got $10 million for whatever reason. That's all I know about Michigan. So I'm going to take Oklahoma in that game. I'm gonna have to believe my eyes that John Mateer is a better quarterback than a freshman that's never shown me anything. They should beat Temple. I think Auburn gets them, though. I think that might be one of the games that Auburn gets. They'll beat Kent State. So that's 4-1 right now. They getting rammed by Texas.
5-2.
They getting rammed by South Carolina.
5-3.
I think Ole Miss is just better.
5-4.
I think they get Tennessee. I'm not sold on anything Tennessee's got. Their wide receiver room's not deep. Unproven commodity at quarterback that lost his job to A.J. Swan at Appalachian State. I just don't think Tennessee's going to be that great. I think Oklahoma handles that game for the second year in a row. I think they just caught Alabama at the perfect time last year. I don't think they duplicate that. I think Alabama gets them. Missouri, ass. Probably won't win a single game in the SEC, so that's a win for Oklahoma. And I think LSU beats them.
So 6-6.
Yep. Sounds good.
Oklahoma barely makes a bowl game. Terry has them at 4-8. I think that's a bit low, but we'll get into mine when it gets there. James.
Yeah, I got them at 6-6 as well, but I think the only difference is they lose to Tennessee and Alabama. They beat Kent State. I mean, hey, look at Tennessee and Alabama. They're at Tennessee and at Alabama.
Yep.
Those are very intensely hostile environments where you can barely hear yourself think.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I think they'll get the win over Auburn. Texas just dog walks them like the $3 hooker they are. It's not even close. South Carolina beats them. Ole Miss beats them. They beat Missouri, but yeah, they're definitely going to lose to LSU.
So Terry's taking shots at you, Chris. He said Oklahoma will get the safety against Missouri.
I mean, they got something coming. When Missouri comes to Nashville, they got something waiting for them. I promise them that.
I can't wait for football to start. I can't.
That game will not come down to an uncalled safety.
JT.
I'm gonna try to think here. They have a new quarterback and a new running back. Jaden Odd came over from California. I think they're going to take a little bit to get going. They're going to beat Illinois State. They're going to pound on them. That's why I think they're going to run away with the Illinois State game. I think Michigan's going to come in and beat them. So they're going to be 1-1. They're going to beat Temple, go to 2-1. They're going to beat Auburn, go to 3-1. Beat Kent State, go to 4-1. I got to say what Ian's guys said. Texas should destroy them. 4-2. South Carolina, I think at that point, they're rocking and rolling. It's 4-3. Think they pull the upset against Ole Miss, go 5-3, but then I think they lose their next two to go 5-5. Beat Missouri, go 6-5, and man, it's gonna be hard to see them beating LSU. So I'm going 6-6 as well. I think
So-
I think they're mediocre. They really don't have nothing that stands out. I think Mateer could be a great quarterback. The receivers last year were hurt. The Dion Burks, if he comes back and he's healthy, maybe it'll help him out a little bit. But I just don't see them being a dominant team that can win 7 or 8 games.
Yeah. So all three of you have them at 6-6, and yeah, like every single one of their wide receivers were hurt for like 6 games last year. Shit was crazy. So for me, yeah, I got them. I got them beating Illinois State. I think they get Michigan too. I think Michigan is not a good football team. I don't think Oklahoma is a great football team, but I think they're better than Michigan at home. They go on the road and beat Temple. I think they beat Auburn. I do, and I think they beat Kent State. So I have them starting the season at 5-0. Oklahoma at 5-0 will be ranked in the top 15 easy, just based on brand. Well, here's where it falls apart. They lose to Texas. They lose at South Carolina. Ole Miss, I agree with Chris, is just a better football team. I don't think they're going in and beating Tennessee. They're not going in and beating Alabama. They will get their bowl eligibility when they beat Missouri for sure, and then they will get beat down at LSU. I have them at 6-6 as well. We all had different ways of getting there, so that's funny. But every single one of us have it at 6-6. I agree with y'all. I mean, Oklahoma's good, but at the same time, they're not. So 6-6 is a good record. They're going to start 5-0. Like Michigan is not that good, and Auburn's not that good, and they'll get that brand recognition, and they'll be ranked number 13 in the country, and everybody will be high on the hog, and then they are going to lose a bunch of football games in a row, 5 to be exact.
See, and that's the only difference I had is I got Auburn beating them, and then them turning around and beating Tennessee, and the only reason I got Auburn beating them, you know who's coming back to Oklahoma for that game, right?
I know Jackson Earl's coming back.
I feel like he's got something to prove in that game, and that's the reason I give Auburn the edge.
It's at Oklahoma, though. And Auburn, I'm really surprised to hear Chris say that, y'all, because Chris is not high on Auburn. Chris thinks Auburn's going to lose a bunch of football games this year.
Yeah.
He told me so himself. So I'm surprised that he's picking Auburn to win this game at Oklahoma. I don't think Oklahoma is going to go in and beat Tennessee, though. I know that it's the great unknown for Tennessee, but Oklahoma is just as much as the great unknown, to be honest with you. We have no idea what we're going to see out of their running back, quarterback, wide receivers injured. Like, I just don't know. Their defense was very bad last year, too, to be honest with you. Like, they got ran over in a bunch of games last year. I don't see them winning more than 6, but maybe they do.
I think I trust John Mateer more than I trust Tennessee's quarterback situation.
Yeah, but if they can run the ball and control the clock and just do, little out route, that won't matter much. It's going to be a rocking environment. What is the first time Oklahoma's been to Tennessee in my lifetime? Because I never remember a game where Oklahoma came to Tennessee ever.
I think it was in like the early 2000s. They played a home and home with each other.
Did they?
Yeah.
So those were those Bob Stoops teams, though. This is not that Oklahoma team.
Yeah.
No, this is not a Bob Stoops national title contender every year team. It is not what that is. But I do like college football. So starting in July, which will give me 2 more weeks of doing some food and music and video games and all that. But starting in July, we are back to full-blown college football, everything. And baseball will be heating up. But, there's so much to talk. So that gives us if we start the first week of July, it gives us about 8 weeks until the season starts. And we can go over schedules. We can go over predictions. And I'm excited, but we're not there yet. I don't want to jump the gun. I'm still having fun doing these. But with that being said, by the way, James, I'm on a 3-day weekend, so you can count my ass in tomorrow. Just send me the agenda.
Hell yeah, I got you, man. I'll send it tomorrow.
And I'll be doing it probably from the hot tub tomorrow. So
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah,
Doing it in style.
With a
yeah.
Starbucks in hand.
And I might be in the swimming pool for some of it.
Might be it might be one of their like frozen drinks or just a regular regular black iced coffee.
So I'm gonna tell you, my parents are at the beach. They got my sisters with them, all my sister's grandkids, my 4-year-old son. That's why you don't see him. He's down there with them, but their house is unoccupied at the current moment. So they've got like an in-ground pool. They've got like a bougie hot tub. They live on the lake, so I'm gonna go over there and hang out. My brother's there. My brother's at there, so we're gonna go and grill out with my brother tomorrow. I don't get to see him that much. And we're gonna grill some chicken sandwiches. We're gonna do some grilled chicken sandwiches, hang out in the pool. I'll do the show. It's gonna be fun times.
Hell yeah.
So let's go to our next one. So the last one I'm gonna do, like, I can't help it. It's just the one I want to do last. We'll start with Chris here. Chris, it's basically one from each row. I know you can do basic math, and I'm not trying to be a smart ass, but you pick one from each row in this game. I promise you I'm not being a dick. It's hard.
Oh my gosh.
Struggle with this one.
That's terrible.
But pancakes and flapjacks are the same thing. They're just a different size.
Hey, look, I didn't make this, okay?
They're the same thing. Give me the pancakes. Give me the omelet. Give me the sausage.
Yeah, good.
Strawberries. And since it's breakfast, give me the coffee, but make it white and sweet.
I drink my coffee black, but that's not crazy talk at all, Chris. My God, man, those are good picks. I'm very proud of you on that. Mine are real close. I'll just keep it at that. Let's see what Terry has here: flapjacks, bacon, eggs, strawberries, coffee. All right. Yeah, everybody has their own taste buds. James, which ones are you going to take?
Oh man, even I had a hard time struggling with this, but
potato pancakes, hash browns. I don't know why they're called potato pancakes, but they're hash browns.
Okay. But yeah, the more I looked at it, the more I'm like, you know what? I actually have an interesting idea or interesting combination with two of these things.
Okay. Cool.
So, first row, I'm going to go the hash browns. The second row, I'm going to go with classic bacon. Third row, good old sunny side up eggs, or if it's over easy. This way, it's like you can cut them up and just put them on. Like if it's that many hash browns, give me some more eggs. I want each egg on each individual hash brown. That would be good as hell. Let's see. Second to last, strawberries, and the last one, definitely coffee.
Oh yeah, for sure. You're further away, a lot further away than Chris was from me. But hey, I get it, man. People love I love breakfast. That's why I like to do these. I don't eat breakfast in the morning; my stomach can't handle it. But like when we do breakfast for dinner and all that, I love that shit.
Oh hell yeah!
JT, this was really hard. Wait till we get to the last one. Like anyway, but this was hard too.
This one sucks because the first row, I don't really like anything. I like hash browns, but I hate pancakes. I like everything in the second row, so that makes it even that much harder. I guess I'll sort of do it, James. I'm going to go hash browns, bacon, the eggs. It's a normal breakfast to me then. And then strawberries and coffee. I guess we're the same exact thing. I would love to have the breakfast potatoes in the second. I love like how when they're diced up like that. But if I go hash browns, I can't double up on the potatoes. So
Yeah.
But I think that's the way I'll do it. So it's a normal breakfast. I gotta have eggs, gotta have my bacon or sausage and potatoes. So that's what I would do.
Yeah.
The crazy thing to me is the second row is literally an Army defect breakfast.
That's a great breakfast right there.
That is exactly what you're going to get. You can either get you're going to get an omelet, breakfast potatoes, little slice of bacon, boom, you're done.
Is there anything better than going to the chow hall and ordering a ham and cheese omelet and made right there on the spot for you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will tell you, every single one of y'all chose strawberries and coffee. Not crazy talk. I'm just pointing that out as we go to. So this one was really hard for me. Flapjacks are made a little different. They're made with regular milk and not buttermilk, as from what I understand. But I'm going like Chris and I are so close because I'm going pancakes. I'm definitely going omelet. Man, I fucking love omelet. I'm going sausage as well. Same thing that Chris has so far, but I'm taking blueberries over strawberries. This is where I differ from y'all. I love some blueberries, bro, especially on my pancakes. And I'm saving the coffee. So we all chose coffee. So I'm on that. What about you, honey? Me? Yeah, which would you choose?
Do one of each or whatever.
Yeah, one of each. She said pancakes, bacon, eggs, strawberries, and orange juice. So pretty close to what Chris and James had as well. Like I'm not eating no bacon, but anyway, we'll get to that. Flapjacks, bacon, eggs, strawberries, coffee. Midnight chows are amazing when drunk. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh hell yeah!
I would say the bacon would be tempting if it's soft bacon. I don't like that crispy stuff that's going to break your teeth off when you bite into it. Give me a soft bacon that I can chew.
Yes. Emily said it's called limp.
Limp, yes.
But
I mean, honestly, I like bacon if it is crunchy, but like where the little fatty areas are, just leave it nice and soft. Nice and perfect.
I don't really like bacon, but if I'm going to eat bacon, if I'm forced to, I want it chewy, not crunchy. Limp. Yeah, I'm sorry. I like it limp. My wife's correcting me. So now eliminate one per row. Brush your teeth so they are stronger. Fucking with you, Chris. Chris, eliminate one per row. It's hard.
Actually, it's not hard for me.
It is for me.
I'm going to eliminate the potato pancake. Yes, technically they're hash browns, but if you know anything about Southern food, you know that you take the old mashed potatoes, throw an egg and a little bit of flour in it, and fry it, and you got a potato patty. What's the difference? So I'm dumping the potato pancakes.
Crazy.
I'm just not a fan of potatoes at breakfast, so I'm dumping the breakfast potatoes.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ooh.
Third row, man. Every weekend, whether it's a Saturday or Sunday, I'm cooking 4 over easy eggs fried in butter. So I'm keeping the eggs. By process of elimination, toast would be the one to go. Even though I do eat 4 slices of buttered toast the other day of the weekend. So it's tough. I have a story about blueberries. My mom used to make some blueberry cobbler, and she always had the cans of blueberry. And as a 12-year-old, I got into a can of blueberries and started eating them in the bathroom. And yeah, I can't stand blueberries now. They make me sick to my stomach just thinking about eating them. No, getting rid of the blueberries. And just because of the acid issues that I have with orange juice, that's got to go.
All right. James.
Yeah, eliminating these is definitely going to be tough. But I honestly think for me, the flapjack can go. If I want like pancakes, I want a stack of pancakes, not one big ass one that entices my whole plate. After that, breakfast potatoes. Probably gonna get some crazy talk on this one. Sausage.
Crazy talk.
Blueberries and milk.
All right. I hear you. Not what I would have picked, but JT, I can't wait to hear yours. I know these guys. Nothing surprises me with shit they say, but you, I'm surprised every time.
Well, that's got to be flapjack. In Pittsburgh, we never use the word flapjack. The only time I use that is if a girl has big boobs. Sometimes I say, "Hey, put your flapjacks away." But that's a Pittsburgh thing. So I'm gonna get rid of them. Get rid of the flapjacks. I'm gonna get rid of Man, this second one's hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rid of the omelet just because I'm gonna keep eggs on the third one. So I'm gonna get rid of the omelet. Getting rid of the toast. Crisscross applesauce, whatever the hell they say, that's gone. And then probably gonna get rid of milk is the last one.
All right. This one was hard for me. So I'm getting rid of the flapjack pretty much for the same reason James is. I like them stacked because I like to put butter on each pancake and then like so. Yeah, she said just fold it, but I'm a creature of habit, and that's what I grew up with. Number 2, I'm getting rid of bacon. That shit's nasty and it can kick rocks. Number 3, I'm flopping with JT here. Like I mean, I'm gonna agree with him. I'm gonna get rid of eggs on this one because I'm gonna keep the omelet regardless. So I'll have eggs in the omelet. So I'll keep this. I love toast, like I just do. I'm getting rid of the applesauce as well. I liked it as a kid, like chocolate milk, but I tried some applesauce a few years back. I almost threw up, man. That shit nasty. But for the same reason Chris is, man, it just gives me. She's flipping me off. It just gives me the worst heartburn that I've ever had in my life, and I can't. Like, it's just awful. What about you? What are you eliminating, honey?
The potato pancakes.
Hash browns, which is crazy talk.
The breakfast, those are not hash browns. I don't give a damn what you say.
Oh, yeah, those are not hash browns. She doesn't give a damn what I say. Okay, she's getting rid of breakfast potatoes. I love breakfast potatoes, by the way.
Then I'm getting rid of sausage.
She's getting rid of sausage, so all kind of crazy talk.
Applesauce.
Applesauce.
I didn't even know that was a breakfast choice.
Me neither, but it's easy to eliminate.
It is for people with no teeth.
Yeah.
And getting rid of milk because I hate milk.
Getting rid of milk because she hates milk. Now, so I don't even have to ask her this question.
I have a question about the bacon and the sausage. So when you eat your breakfast for supper and you have your pancakes, right? Mm-hmm. Do you make sure you put the extra syrup on so that way you can dip your sausage or bacon into the syrup when you eat it?
I put the damn bacon on with the pancakes with the syrup.
Yeah, she just puts the bacon on the pancakes, and I do dip my sausage in the syrup for sure.
Yes, sir. You got to dip that meat in the syrup always.
Kurt Angle disapproves of the milk eliminations.
Terry, you eliminated milk as well. The fuck you talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Bring the comment up where it said he eliminated the milk.
So, he's got coffee up there. That's crazy talk. No, he eliminated the milk. Yeah, applesauce and milk. Yeah, you eliminated the milk too. So question before we move on to the next one. And we already got her answer. And I'll go first on this one. Do you drink milk? Fuck yes, I love milk. What about you, Chris?
Absolutely. So one of my bedtime snacks, it's not every day, but I usually keep some soft chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, those are good.
And I'll eat 2 or 3, before I go to bed, whatever. And I'll get me a good little glass of milk and dip my cookie in my milk. I'm not ashamed to admit I'm a cookies and milk guy.
I'm gonna tell you, those you're talking about the chewy chocolate chip, the red.
Yes, sir.
I
Yep.
can't just eat 3. I have to eat like 27.
That's why
That's why I don't have them for sure. Yeah, I love them though. JT, you drink milk?
Only when I have cereal. That's the only time I drink it. Just you know, I always make sure my bowl's empty when I eat cereal. But I probably have cereal maybe twice a week if I'm lucky. So that's about the only milk I get.
So I got to ask you, a couple weeks ago when we talked about cereal, did you get off and go get you a bowl of cereal?
I did waffle crisp, man. I
Oh,
think that is my new favorite cereal, by the way. Honestly, I think it's better than cinnamon toast crunch. I know that might be hard to believe, but I really do. Waffle crisp is amazing.
See, I actually did too. I got me a big old bowl of Cocoa Puffs, the purple bag with the marshmallows in it,
Yeah.
and took a picture and sent it to the chat. I was like, "Yeah, I got mine."
This is what I ate after the show for real.
Yep, he did.
No pebbles.
Yeah, Chris watched me eat it. Yep. James, you drink milk?
oh, hell yeah! But usually, with something like that, if milk is one of the answers, but you got like pancakes, hash browns, potatoes, toast. That thing is going to make you feel heavier than Big Show himself.
It would be a little heavy with food like that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
See,
I
now,
love cookies and milk. I love cake and milk. I love pie and milk.
I would almost bet money as a military guy, James did not drink milk for breakfast because if you know, you know, right? You get that milk.
Unfortunately,
you get that
bro,
milk
I know just from the Navy alone.
You get that
Dude,
milk in
I
your
was
stomach
working in
and you
the
go out.
kitchen.
Yeah, oh God.
Oh yeah, I was working in the kitchen, and we had boxes down in the warm storage area, and boom, it is a box of just regular milk. I'm like, the hell's the milk doing in here? They're like, oh, it's powdered milk. This shit can last up to ages. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I think I'm done drinking milk in the military then.
See, one thing about the military, if you drink the milk and then you go do your PT, it's not staying down long.
Mm-mm.
Especially if it's hot summer day. Yeah, that stuff's curdling and you're done.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the thing when I joined the Army. We did PT in the morning, and then we had like an hour and a half to shit, shower, shave, and go get breakfast.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. And that shit is heavy as hell sitting in your stomach too, no matter how many times you drop the kids off.
For sure. So our next one, we're gonna pick one per row that you love, that you would pick out of these. Like this one was so hard for me. Like I'm not gonna lie, not the bottom row, but the first two rows were really hard. Chris,
I'm keeping the Hawaiian pizza, but I do the Hawaiian with the twist. Instead of putting the ham on it, I put pepperoni on. I'm keeping the fries, but they have to be the seasoned fries, like curly fries or whatever, not just a regular French fry. And give me cheesecake.
okay. Not terrible. Not my choices, but not terrible. James.
I'm gonna go classic here. Cheese pizza. Next row. I mean, what good is pizza if it doesn't have like another little Italian side to it? So I'm gonna go cheesy garlic knots. And the final row, I really didn't want to double down on pizza, but the one thing that caught my attention was the Nutella donuts.
Supreme wings and cheesecake. The Nutella donuts? Okay.
Yeah, like nice little powdered donuts, and you dip it in Nutella. Hell, I'll eat that.
Okay. JT.
Dude, that Terry's like Nostradamus, because that's what he just said is what I pick. I get supreme pizza all day long. Chicken wings. I told you about my chicken habits. I'm gonna sit there and crush chicken wings all night. And then I love cheesecake, man. A real good piece of cheesecake is phenomenal at the end of a good dinner. So that's my three right there. Good pick,
Right.
Terry. You in my mind? You in my mind, Terry? What the
Hey,
hell?
classic bar food with the first and second row. It's hard to beat, especially on football Sunday.
Oh, wings
Oh,
on
yeah.
football Sunday, man.
Honey, which ones are you picking? Hawaiian.
I would take the Hawaiian.
Yep.
With pizza, I wouldn't take any of the three, honestly. But if I had to, I'd take the wings.
She'd take wings.
And then the Nutella donuts minus the Nutella.
The Nutella donuts minus the Nutella. JT, did we just become friends?
Yes.
Like it.
You did, man.
So, for me, this one's real hard. Supreme and Hawaiian are my favorite two pizzas. Ham and pineapple and Supreme, but I've been on more of a Hawaiian kick these days, but my all-time favorite is Supreme, so I'm going to go Supreme here. Want to do karate in the garage?
Step Brothers.
I'm going to go wings as well. I love chicken,
measure.
bro. Wings are amazing. So, me and Terry and JT have the same first two. So now we'll come to the third one. I'm not eating Nutella donuts. I'm not going to do it. Cheesecake is fucking disgusting. I don't know how people eat it.
That's crazy talk. That's crazy talk, man.
You can ask my wife. Like cheesecake makes me gag. It disgusting.
It's like yogurt.
It's like yogurt to me. Yeah, it's disgusting, bro.
You don't like yogurt either?
He does not.
No,
honestly, there were two back-to-back episodes we did for 2 weeks in a row where I was just eating yogurt on the air just to spite him.
So
I love yogurt.
Hold up, I'm doing the dessert pizza, which is but make it chocolate chip pizza. They do this chocolate chip dessert pizza is really good. But JT, you didn't know I didn't like yogurt, so you don't know the story. So I'm gonna kick it into gear with you. So a friend of mine who was he an Army Ranger? He was an Army Ranger. His name is Thomas, and we worked together. And him and I came to agreement. I would bring lunch one night. He would bring lunch the next night. We had the same 5 days and 2 days off. We had the same schedule, and so we would do it. And one day, like I walk into the break room, I shit you not, this guy slides me 2 things of yogurt, and he says, "We eating healthy tonight." I slide it right back to him. I said, "No, we not." I was like, "I'm not eating that shit." And he's just like chomping down this yogurt. He's like, "Why don't you like yogurt, bro?" I said, "It reminds me of a bowl of sperm." And he goes, "Oh my God," takes the yogurt, throws it against the break room wall, splatters everywhere. I'm dying.
Honestly, though, I'd be that guy / sicko, like,
I can't do it. It doesn't taste good either. But
oh man.
So y'all two picked wings. What is your dipping sauce?
Did we do that last week?
We did it a couple weeks ago, I think.
Oh yeah, so we did wings really good. My favorite is lemon pepper and teriyaki.
No, like the dipping sauce, ranch or blue cheese.
Oh, blue cheese.
Ranch. I'm a ranch.
Thank you.
Ooh. There you go, Andrew. There's your
ranch,
question.
man.
Before I pull it up, what are you, blue cheese or ranch?
Who, me?
No, Chris.
Ranch.
So all three ranch. That's crazy fucking talk. Ranch is ass. Blue
Dude,
cheese.
That ain't crazy talk.
You think yogurt looks like sperm, but you're gonna eat cheese, blue cheese, and it tastes
With
like
chunks
oh
of
my
blue cheese
God,
in there.
Oh my gosh, something with the Smurf jizz, like Smurf jizz in it. Man.
Blue cheese is amazing. Look.
Oh, Terry, you lost me.
Ah!
Terry, this is part of the movie where we fight now.
Hey, blue
Oh!
Terry said, "You have to save Emily's life. The only way to save her is to eat cheesecake and a cup of yogurt. When is the memorial service?"
Now, usually in these kind of scenarios, it's either or.
Like, yeah, so I'm gonna eat the cheesecake and yogurt to save my wife's life, but like I'm gonna gag the whole way down on all of that shit.
On top of that, I guarantee afterwards you're gonna be sick as a dog.
I'll make him feel better.
She says she'll make me feel better.
Dude,
Yeah, with your witch spells.
Dude, yogurt with a good granola in it. You don't know what you're missing, man. You can do
So-
What's that?
fruit. Yogurt with granola. You can add some fruit to it, man. You can do so much stuff with yogurt, man.
Do you
So
do
good.
the Chobani flip cups?
Oh, that's the greatest thing in the world. Greatest thing in the world, man.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Flip it over. I wish they were bigger, honestly.
I just wish they were like circular, you know?
Yeah,
So
I agree, man. So
What JT doesn't know is we have a group chat that we're all in, right? We'll get to arguing in there. I mean, throwing down, arguing. Next thing you know is here comes Emily into the group chat. I'm stealing my husband for a few minutes. Y'all can keep this up.
Yeah, no, like it gets to arguing where it's like, bro, I'll be outside of your front door before you can hit send.
oh man.
But every single time we get to going on like that, she comes right up in the middle and says, I'm stealing my husband for a little bit for some family time.
She says private time.
Private time,
Yeah,
right.
that's why I was like, family time.
Yeah, that's what she did too, James. That's what she said, family time.
Usually I just look at the chat and I'm just like, ain't got nothing to do with me.
and that stops everything right there. Nobody else says anything else the rest of the night. We're done.
Just like, not my topic, not my problem.
That's when you start digging his phone, but his phone goes off every 3 seconds. Where he's done in 12 seconds. That's 4 dings that go off in the time he's doing something.
Oh, I got my phone turned off. I ain't hearing shit with the amount of notifications I get.
Beautiful person time. That's right.
Or I'll just full blown say it, sexy witch time.
That's right. It really is
bewitching
sexy witch.
time.
So JT, we'll get more into why we say that later. We went to Salem last year. It was really cool. Shout out to the 65 people watching us right now, man. We appreciate each and every one of you. That's really cool to see out there, especially in the off season. Before we switched, JT, we were doing all sports in the off season, and like the views were terrible, bro. So then we started throwing in some food, video games, movies, and it really. I'm like, okay, so nobody gives a fuck about my speaking on sports if it ain't college football. Noted. We'll go on to food and video games. So
I got a sports topic we can talk about.
what's that?
What about sports media guys that block people?
Yeah. So
Fuck them.
that dude doesn't deserve time on my show.
Fair.
But I will shout out to this one person on Facebook, Terry. Jason, I'll let you in on what we're talking about. After we go off the air, I'll tell you what he's talking about.
You're not the only one blocked. I've been blocked by Clay Travis of all people.
Dude, I was blocked by Steve Austin.
Really?
Yeah, he's. Hold on, I'll show you. Yeah, he blocked me, and I'll tell you the story too. I hope he sees it so he knows it wasn't me. Let's see here. Let me see if it'll even let me search it. I think it's at BSR Ranch or something like that. Hold on, because I can't search it because, yeah, because he's blocked me. I just literally have to find it. Yeah, I can't search it. Anyway, so he has me blocked. I'll tell you the story real quick. So back when Twitter first came out, and I mean, we're talking, I think this was probably like 2011 or something. Yeah, I can't find it. That's all right. So it's like 2011 or something. Me and my friend were sitting over the house, just kind of relaxing. And now it might have been 2009. I don't know. It was a long time ago. Anyway, so Stone Cold is like tweeted something, and so my friend's under my Twitter handle and puts on there for the whole world to see. He said something haha in the tweet, right? And so my friend literally under my account, this is exactly how it goes down. He puts when you were, he said haha, when you were on the road, I was fucking Deborah. Now Deborah's Stone Cold's ex-wife.
Yeah.
In case you don't know. Literally, he writes me a direct message that says, haha, I'll see you when I see you.
Oh.
Blocks me. I can't even explain to the dude that it wasn't me.
Dude,
I'm like,
Andrew to this day doesn't
not
open his door until someone knocks on it. What you doing? That might be Stone Cold.
Now-
Man, he's still waiting for me.
But here's the crazy part. If you know anything about Stone Cold, you know the history of him and his first wife.
yes.
Because when he was out on the road, she was busy cheating on him, and he threatened to retire from wrestling and said, I've made my millions. I don't need to work anymore. I want my kids. And he was very public about it. He about quit wrestling to get custody of his kids because his first wife was cheating on his ass.
Yeah, wasn't this during the time of like his mega stardom too?
Yeah, right in the middle of it.
Yeah, and then it was like right around the time of the ruthless aggression era that he and JR are talking, and they went through like 3 lives of battery just on the phone. He was like, yeah, Austin needed to talk. Once he got all that off his chest, he was a different person when he came back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just telling you. Why would you do that, Andrew? But that's a very unsettling. So 2011 was 14 years ago. It means I was 30 years old. And too old to be playing pranks for real, to be honest. And so Stone Cold Steve Austin, literally, he's like, haha, I see you when I see you, and then blocks me. I'm like, no, bro, this ain't cool. So
at least give me 5 minutes to explain myself.
Right. So Will Muschamp has me blocked too, JT. This one I deserve. When Will, dude, you have no idea. When he was the head coach of South Carolina, I had an anger problem during those years. I did not have my wife in my life. I did not have the Holy Spirit in my life. And when you and I talked the other, JT, I was kind of alluding to you how that happened to me. This was pre the Holy Spirit getting me. I was angry all the time. I mean, all the time. Angry at the world, angry at life, angry at everything. It was a totally bad. Like, my life was dark. I'm very thankful for my wife and Jesus. I promise you. But so like South Carolina football was my out, right? It was one of my outs. For that 4 hours a day, it was important and magical. And we kept losing, and like I lost it one week. And I said, and this is what I put, and I would apologize to him for real if I could. I was in a dark place and he didn't deserve it, but I literally put, fuck you, go ahead and resign, you piece of fucking shit. Stop stealing the university's money, you piece of fucking nothing garbage. And he blocked me, and well deserved. Like, I should have been blocked. I would apologize to him if he could hear it, but yeah, he still got me blocked. I checked the other day. So that was pretty awful. I was always wondering if he was going to catch me in the grocery store one day like he did Booker T. But he did not. The dude's in his 60s now, and his arm's still that big. I'd still have to like hit him with a bat or something. But
probably a 2x4, like in Walking Tall.
Yes.
Saying I got blocked by Clay Travis on my personal Twitter account back when. If you remember, it's about 15 years ago when the story came out about Peyton Manning was having HGH shipped to his house and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Clay Travis was defending him. I said, dude, Peyton Manning's a piece of shit. I said, when he was a freshman, he was charged with sexual assault. When he was a senior, he was charged with it again. He settled out of court, promising to never bring it up again, and then he writes a book about it and devoted an entire chapter on the subject. Dude's a piece of crap. And we went on for 3 days arguing about it, and he finally blocked me.
Yeah. As far as I know, I'm only blocked by those 3 people. The dude who's not worth mentioning on here.
I don't think I've been blocked by anybody like big time. I mean,
do you want to get blocked by somebody?
no.
I got the perfect person for you to get blocked by.
Why? Who's that?
Yeah. Well,
yeah. Well, I'll just tell them there's a certain media outlet that covers the Southeastern Conference that might have the letters SECU. Go tweet something at him and ask him about freshman dormitories. It will get you blocked quick.
Oh yeah. So the dude we're talking about has me blocked on every outlet, on every single one available because like I just can't stand the pretentious prick. But Stone Cold, that's the big one for me.
That's
Yeah,
pretty good though, man.
yeah, for sure. So we got one more. This one.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ooh.
I want you to pick 3 to save, and then we'll do 3 to cut. And I almost died reading this. I'm like, yeah. So, Chris, you get the distinction of doing this hard ass shit first. Which 3 are you cutting? We'll do cutting first. Which 3 are you cutting?
We're cutting. Okay, the first one's cut. Greek.
Crazy.
what the hell's Greek? What the hell is it?
These are the ones I'm getting rid of, right?
Correct.
Greek, sushi, and pho.
It's fucking crazy talk. I'm sorry.
Nope.
I'm sorry. That's fucking crazy. But no. Hey, this is your taste buds.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind a good fresh sushi once or twice every 2 or 3 years, but that's about it. I'm not ordering it on a regular basis. Sorry, you got to go.
Shit, we could eat sushi 4 or 5 days a week for real. James, which 3 are you cutting?
Oh man, I'd have to go with Thai. Mostly because I never had it before.
Oh well, yeah, that makes it easy.
I've only had Indian once, and I'm still trying to find Indian restaurants out here. So until I have it more times, sorry, Indians, y'all can go. And pho as well, mostly because it's like trying to be it's trying its hardest to be ramen so hard.
All right. Hey, these are y'all's picks. Which 3 are you getting rid of, JT?
I think I talked to you about this before. I've never had sushi. Sushi's one, man. I never had sushi. I don't have no need to want sushi. Every time I look at sushi, I'm like, I'll take a piece of chicken instead. So sushi,
Crazy.
Greek, I just don't know about it. I mean, I have a Greek. My sister married a Greek guy. I've had Greek food. I'm not, I'm not gonna say Greek because there was some good stuff in Greek. So not Greek. I'm gonna go, man, sushi, Indian for sure. I don't think I've ever had that, and I've smelled it a couple times. Curry might be one of the worst smells I've ever smelled. You know what? You're gonna laugh at me, and my wife knows this. She'd be shocked if I didn't say this. I'm going pasta. I'm not a pasta guy at all, man. I'm a meat, potatoes, chicken guy. I'm not don't like pasta that much. So that's my 3: pasta, sushi, and Indian.
Crazy dog.
I mean, look, with pasta, most of the dishes are essentially the same damn thing.
Yeah,
just different sauce.
Crazy talk.
I get it. It is crazy talk, but most of the dishes are the same damn thing. Just different sauces and different, but the same damn meat is on that bitch.
It's like Italians sat around just made their noodles different designs and go, oh, let's call this one fettuccine.
No,
let's call this one ravioli. No. It's the same thing.
They taste different.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do, bro. You get some fettuccine and you get some penne. Oh, penne is the superior pasta. But that's an episode for another day.
That'll be a fun episode.
It will. Which 3 would you eliminate, honey? Or do you want to skip this one?
No, I'll do it.
She's got it.
I would get rid of the Indian, the pho, and the Thai.
Indian, pho, and Thai.
Good picks, Emily.
Good picks. That's what he put. For me, because I'm going to do my 3 that I saved, so I'll save that commentary for that portion of it. I'm getting rid of ramen. I'm just not a fan. I just not. I'm getting rid of burger and fries.
That's crazy talk.
That's that fucking crazy talk right there.
I don't really like red meat. and I would get rid of pho. So ramen, pho, and burgers and fries. Like you said pasta. I mean, you can't crazy talk me with burgers, and you said pasta when lasagna exists.
Oh,
Jeez. That's your go-to?
Yeah, lasagna, man, lasagna. All right, we'll do.
Man, burger and fries would destroy lasagna any day of the week.
boom. Right. Take that, Andrew.
Right.
Mhm.
Hey, look, I like it. It's pop. Which three are you saving, Chris?
Obviously, pizza's a staple, right?
Yes.
I'm keeping the pizza. I love my shrimp and rice with the queso cheese, so I'm keeping the Mexican. And give me the sweet and sour shrimp. Try saying that real fast. That's a tongue twister. So I'm keeping the Chinese.
So Mexican, Chinese, and pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so Chris is basic white girl. That's cool.
I mean, if the Mexican tacos are gonna look like that, that's basic white bitch written all over it. Nah, we got to go to an authentic Mexican place and get those floppy fucking tortillas.
What's up, Chris? Sushi, Greek.
Those are fucking tacos right there.
So he's keeping sushi, Greek, and barbecue. What about you, James?
Pretty much the same as Terry's, but instead of Greek, I'm gonna go with Mexican. Again, like, not if they look like that. If they look like that, I'm switching back. I'm going with Greek.
So you're gonna save sushi, barbecue, and Mexican?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No crazy talk out of there. I love all three of them motherfuckers. So good picks. JT.
Chinese #1, man. That's you can General Tso's. I can eat General Tso's like it's going out of style, man. The Chinese is one. Burgers and fries. I gotta have burgers and fries. Jesus, how can you go? How can you live without burgers and fries? That's 2, and then 3. I'm gonna go between barbecue and pizza. But pizza's like pasta, so I'm gonna go barbecue. I like the barbecue. I'll go barbecue. Barbecue, burgers and fries, and
See you, Terry. He said family time is calling.
All right, JT. On your barbecue, are you doing a Kansas City sauce? Are you doing a Texas sauce? You doing a Tennessee sauce? Or a Memphis sauce or a North Carolina sauce?
I'll tell you what, Memphis and North Carolina, I like the two of them. I like Kansas City's all right, but we have a couple barbecue places here. I like Carolina, how they have a little sweetness to them sometimes, and the orange is not the red. I like that. So I'm not as big barbecue guy as I think. I mean, out of this, I probably eat Chinese the most out of anything on here because that's, again, I love chicken, and you can have chicken 19 different ways with Chinese food. So
for sure.
I'll say this: if one of the sauces has like that sweetness to it, along with that like back kick from the heat, but it's not like staying there too long, it just lingers good enough to enjoy. Because like the sweet is just like, hey, we're here, we got you. I'm taking that kind of sauce on my barbecue any day of the week.
I'm not putting that North Carolina wide ass barbecue sauce on anything that I eat. Sorry, not gonna happen.
Oh, that actually reminds me. So there's a place in Illinois that I would religiously go to after I got out of the Navy. It's called Barbecued Productions, BBQ''D, and they have this white sauce called Alabama sauce.
Nasty.
I kind of liked it, not gonna lie. But no, I wanted that Devil's one. Like, yo, give me that.
Give me a good sweet hickory all day, every day.
No, I like it.
They got a good sauce selection.
I like a more of a sweet and spicy together, kind of like James said. Honey, which three are you keeping?
I am keeping sushi, pizza, and barbecue.
Sushi, pizza, and barbecue. I believe that. Those are the three things she eats the most. That is for sure. For me, gosh, this is really hard. I'm keeping sushi. I love Greek
Surprise.
food. Surprise, right? I love Greek food, gyros, or Greek salads, but I'm keeping sushi. I'm keeping Mexican, and I'm keeping pasta, bro. I love Greek. Chinese is okay. Thai food's okay. Indian food's really good. I love barbecue too. I really do. Burgers and fries, not a big fan, but yeah, man. Mexican food, like, let me tell you why Mexican food is the superior food, bro. Because it's the only kind of restaurant you could walk in and be like, pick me something out. And you know when it gets there, it's going to be good as fuck. You can't do that at Chinese. You can't do that at Indian. You can't do that in America. You can't do that with pizza. You just can't. But if you walk in Chinese and said, bring me anything, 99% of the time you're going to be like, yeah, that's pretty fucking good. So
Chinese, I thought you said Mexican.
What's that?
Chinese, I thought you said Mexican.
He said Mexican. He meant like
Mexican, yeah, not Chinese.
Yeah,
Chinese.
You had a word. You had a word slip.
Yeah.
Chinese food isn't really. I mean, like it's okay. I wouldn't say it was great, but Mexican food, man, you go in there, it doesn't matter what it is. You say, bring me your favorite or bring me anything, and it's going to be good. You can't do that with Chinese. You can't do that with American. You can't even do that with pizza. There's a lot of pizza out there that's just not very good.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you're not lying on the Mexican. My wife and I were in downtown El Paso one time, and we went to this like hole in the wall kind of restaurant. Like, you know it's there, you just don't know it's there, you know?
That's a glory hole.
And it was basically a combination of like everything. So all these workers there are complaining about this menudo soup that the chef made. It's like they were like, "Oh my god, it's so spicy, I can't handle it." Blah 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 blah. I'm like, "Can't be that spicy." She goes, "You want a bowl?" I'm like, "Bring it." I tried that, and man, it had a nice kick, but once it got to cruising altitude, it was just staying there, and I was like, "Y'all are wusses. This is not spicy."
Hey, look. I like spicy. I will tell you though, I love hot wings, but I learned my lesson because I would go into like Buffalo Wild Wings and stuff like that, and Wild Wings Cafe and be like, "Give me your hottest," and with the blue cheese I get through. But I went to this place called Buffalo Southwest Cafe, and they have something called, I don't even think they exist anymore, do they? Yeah. Anyway, they had something called Death Valley sauce.
Oh God!
I'm like, I'll take Death Valley, and the waitress.
The name should tell you.
Yeah, anything with death in it, you don't eat.
I would just be like, nope.
So the waitress is like, hey, we have to tell people per policy that this is really, really hot and it's going to burn you. And I eat hot stuff all the time, right? I'm like 20 years old. I'm like, bring me the Death Valley and bring me some blue cheese. Man, I got through that second wing. Like my nose is pouring with snot, like tears are running out of my eye. I'm drooling everywhere. I'm like, oh my God, take these away from me. I ain't never in my life.
So I got a story that could probably top that. So there's a 7-Eleven within walking distance of where I live. I'm a few drinks deep, getting ready for a UFC pay-per-view, and all the time I go there to get say what?
I said, is this the one where you passed out? No, go ahead.
I was going to say, in other words, you're ready for a nap, right?
No, it was like a few years ago.
Oh, I got
so
you.
I walk over there, and every time I've gone over there to get a few drinks, they had like a little stand of the one chip challenge.
No.
Well, you can probably guess where this story's headed. After a few drinks, I was like, give me that fucking... Lady looked at me like, sure you want to do this? Like, yeah. Like, the alcohol had boosted my confidence. I'm like, I already got some drinks here. I'll be fine. I did it during the pay-per-view. Not only did my tongue turn blue, but I drank half a gallon of milk in under 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
No. I'm I'm not eating something that's hot enough to turn a potato chip black. No, I'm not. Sorry, can't do it.
I drank the milk so fast, my puke looked like I sucked off a Smurf. I swear to God, that's what it looked like. I drank the milk that fucking fast.
Dude, this is the only second time we just talked about Smurf jizz twice in an hour and a half. What other podcast could do that?
Oh yeah. So my wife looked at me like, "What did we learn?"
Dude, Chris.
Not to suck off a Smurf, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of sucking off a Smurf, Chris has this friend named Kenny. And every episode that we were on back when we first started, Chris and Kenny on Villains would get into it because they were both on the show. And Kenny would say ridiculous things, even more crazy than we say Chris does. Auburn's going 12-0 next year, and they're going to win the national title. Just crazy shit, right? And
it was literally every episode.
Yeah, and we were lighting him up like, bro, Auburn's going to win 3 games this year. And he's like, I'll bet you a 1-chip challenge. Every time it was always something like disgusting. You have to eat blah, blah, blah. And Chris is like, I'm not eating shit, motherfucker. That shit was great.
He still owes the Ohio State guys a video of him performing on a female adult toy.
Oh my God.
That's the kind
that
of
was the bet.
Oh
it
yeah.
was the bet.
No, the only thing he really did get right was the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. And I'm like, bro, there's no way that they're winning. They've had the most mediocre season. This is the weakest that we looked. And the only thing he said that made sense was like, oh, bet that I come on your show next time if the Chiefs do win. I'm like, all right, fine. I don't give a fuck.
So no. Earlier in that year, this same dude, who, by the way, disappeared, sent me a fake text message saying that he killed himself and then disappeared into the dark because I'm assuming he's running from the law or something.
It just happened to be on the same day that Yale beat Auburn in the men's basketball tournament last year.
And
did he text you after he died or before he died?
Yeah, so he said it was right. So this is what he said. This is so the text message read, "Hey, this is Michael, Kenny's friend. I was digging through a dead man's pocket." Not exactly what he said, but basically, I went through Kenny's pockets and I found this phone number, and I'm just texting it to tell you that he killed himself. So I'm thinking, all right, so you have a guy who killed himself. So your first thought is to loot him like a video game, right? And then, hey, here's a phone number. Let me text him and tell him this dude's dead. Like legit, bro. Like it was crazy. The dude was fucking crazy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And none of this we're making up. Like we didn't even add any extra for dramatic effect. This is literally what happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
He was in the middle of talking shit about Auburn and Yale basketball game, and as soon as Yale won, he never messaged back.
I mean, hey, Ivy League schools do have sleeper basketball teams. So. But in the March Madness tournament, yeah, that's pretty shocking.
Yeah.
They slow the game down. They used to be them before they had the shot clock, man.
Oh, Princeton back in the day was
that old coach. They
brutal.
They would shut it down, man.
Oh yeah. Anytime I go on to ESPN Plus and it's like, oh, college lacrosse is on, you'll see like Princeton, Harvard, Yale, just all these Ivy League schools. I'm like, okay, glad to see some things haven't changed.
Yeah, you'd draw Princeton back in the late '80s, early '90s.
I can't remember the coach's name.
They'd be like 30-4 and average 52 points a game.
Yep, they were winning games like 40-38 and stuff like that. They were
crazy.
They were beating good teams because good teams were so frustrated.
Nothing you could do.
No, they just slow it down on you and hold it.
Look, it's the same premise in college football, right? If you're playing a better team than you, the best thing you can do is slow the game down, chew the clock, because the less time on the game, the less chance they have to be effective with their better team, their explosive offense.
Yeah, but you got to get first downs in that. You got to be productive. You can run 3 slow plays, but if you got to kick the ball,
Yeah.
And
Plus
basketball's a little different.
with college football, if you're slowing down the clock, that's going to freeze the offense up on the sideline,
Yep, and they're just going to come out and just if
and
they're a
that
real good
defense
team.
is going to be exhausted.
So that's, I would say about 90% of the time when you see an upset in college football, it's because the team controlled the clock.
Yeah.
90% of the time they controlled the clock, they scored when they had to, and they just minimized, shortened the game so the opportunities for the other team did not come a lot.
I agree with that, but I think if you looked at it, I think there's turnovers a lot more turnovers than they expected. Like a good team turned the ball over 2 or 3 times, and they took advantage of that more than. But I agree with you though. I think if a team has a good running game, they slow it down. But I think turnovers has a lot to do with
I can tell you that's why Vanderbilt was so successful last year. They slowed it down. If there was more than 3 seconds left on the clock when they snapped the ball on offense, Clark Lee was having it come apart on the sidelines. They would milk that clock down. They'd take their time, keep the ball out of the other team's hands, and their defense finally forced some turnovers, and they were like top 10 in the country in turnover margin. So opportunity on defense, slow it down on offense, keep the other team off the field, recipe for success.
So Vanderbilt was having a pretty good year until they ran into South Carolina, and that's not a dig at Chris. That's just
that's when Pavia got hurt.
Yeah, South Carolina came in, they punched them in the mouth, and Vanderbilt never really recovered after that. But before we go to our final segment, just real quick, because I want to know. Choose one. What is your favorite food? Not genre, your actual favorite food, Chris.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That's hard.
Give me a good old pot of pinto beans and ham and some cornbread.
That's
Chris, you haven't lived.
I'm just telling you, that's.
I'm just playing.
It is good. To his defense, it is good, pinto beans and ham. But favorite, that's where you lost me. I do enjoy it when I eat it.
Chris, if you would have said John, if you're on death row, that'd be what you pick. You pick the ham and lentil, your last meal.
No, that's not what I took for my last meal. I'm just saying that's my favorite. But if you limit it to just one specific dish, I'm going to go with that. Mm-hmm. But if you say genre, that's easy, pasta.
Oh man.
I can eat a box of shells and cheese for a meal. Not gonna lie. You give me a box of shells and cheese and a little can of God, can't even think.
Ragu or something.
Rotel. Throw about a third of that can of Rotel on my shells and cheese. Have some Rotel shells and cheese. Oh my God.
I do that with salsa. I put salsa in my shells and cheese.
Yep.
Have you ever tried
good
Rotel, melted Velveeta white cheese and hamburger meat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's so good. JT, favorite food?
Oh, it's chicken, but that's a genre, right?
Yeah, like one specific dish, like fried chicken or lasagna or something like that.
Honestly, it would be it'd probably be chicken wings, man. I eat chicken wings. I can down some wings, man. Like I could put down 2 dozen wings, and if it's dry wings where my hands aren't getting all screwed up, I can put down 2 dozen wings in 25 minutes. I could crush wings. I love chicken wings, and you can have them so many different ways. So I would go chicken wings. My favorite food.
Yeah, man, no crazy talk. I love chicken wings, all fried chicken actually. But chicken wings is, one of my favorites for sure. And so many different sauces you could use, and for sure.
I like the dry stuff. Now we have a bar around here that just uses like dry jalapeno, like dust on it. It's so good. Ooh. So I do that all the time.
And chicken's your favorite genre?
Oh, by far and away. I eat it. Honestly, me and my wife, the one they were sitting around, I think there was 2 days in the last year that I can remember not even having chicken. Not even like one piece of chicken somewhere. I eat chicken all the time.
Yeah, I love
I
chicken.
had a chicken salad for dinner tonight.
I love chicken salad. James, what's your favorite food of all time and your favorite genre since they've named theirs? That's a good idea.
Well, as far as food goes, I was gonna say the California burrito, but I feel like that's a genre.
No, California burrito is a dish. It's a
Okay.
specific burrito.
Okay, yeah. I mean, when I was in San Diego, any food truck that was parked outside of where our ships were docked, man, I was going there and just getting a California burrito. It just has everything you want inside a flour tortilla. Fries, pico de gallo, guacamole, your carne asada, and boom, you're set.
That sounds good. That sounds
Oh,
good.
God. You take one bite of that thing, you'll want to marry it.
Emily loves it. She gets it probably about half the time we go to Mexican. That's what she'll get for sure. No crazy talk. What's your favorite genre?
Genre, I would probably have to go with chicken, you know? I mean, there's so many endless possibilities that you can do with it. And then on top of that, you get some good old-fashioned chicken wings.
Especially like you said, man, football Saturday, football Sunday. There's nothing better to eat when you're watching games, man.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. I love wing. What about you, Emily?
You.
She said you.
We're talking about actual food, not sausage.
Or sperm jizz, whatever you call it.
Or your husband.
Yogurt.
I was going to say, or your husband's yogurt/milk. The layups are there. It's only reasonable to just throw them down like you're LeBron.
Oh, as long as you don't miss the layup like Reese. What's your favorite?
Hell no.
My favorite food?
Yeah. Sushi. Specific one, 123.
126.
126. I'm sorry. What's your favorite genre?
Anything that's on your body?
Andrew.
Anything that's on my body. I'm gonna say pizza is her favorite genre.
Okay.
For me, my favorite genre is Mexican because, like I said, you can walk into a Mexican restaurant and be like, just pick something for me. And you know it's going to be fucking delicious every single time.
Pull some candy out of a pinata and throw in your dish.
Hey, look, I'm eating it. Pasta is a real high one on me too because spaghetti, eggplant, parmesan, lasagna, all that shit, bro. My favorite food, like my favorite dish, is lasagna. Like lasagna is just perfection. That's like lasagna alone makes pasta way high there on every single list. I like eggplant parmesan. I like spaghetti. I mean, I like all that shit, man. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, I like feta. I mean, I like Alfredo. I like it all. Chicken Alfredo, yeah, for sure.
So you might not count it as pasta, but you buy the ramen noodles in the store, right? Cook them up, drain the water off, put some ranch dressing, especially with the chicken flavor. Put a little bit of ranch dressing in it with the chicken flavor. Tear up a slice of cheese, cheesy ranch chicken. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. You can doctor up some ramen noodles.
First of all,
The face says it all.
Second of all, I'm a ranch fan. Like, so that's disgusting what you just named. But my question to you is, when did you go to prison? That sounds like prison, bro.
Yeah, believe it or not, it is prison food. I used to work in a prison.
Or were you in college for 30 years?
No,
you eat ramen noodles in college like nonstop, man.
Hey, don't be disrespecting ramen now. That shit'll get you times if you're on your last cent.
True story. I was a CO in a prison for 3 years.
Look, I can eat ramen if the need arises. I'm not above it. But I'm not a fan, and I'm fucking goddamn sure not going to put chunks of fucking cheese in ramen. Add some ranch dress. Like there's little that I could think of less that I would eat.
Fair, because you're not a ranch fan.
Well, then
too,
just
so.
throw some goddamn blue cheese on it, you sick
Yeah,
bastard.
the blue
Yeah.
shit.
No, I'm not.
With the chunks in it.
Guy over here
You
is in
got
the
the
blue
chunk
man
of
group.
cheese already. How many stuff
But
do I-
the cheese melts.
Oh, that's even worse. I'm dying. Look. I'm not talking shit, but that's about the nastiest shit I've ever heard in my life. To be honest with you,
Or make some pizza out of ramen.
no,
That's a prison deal too.
no.
Ramen with pizza sauce and pepperoni. Yeah, that's.
Hey, just real quick, are any of y'all before we go to our final segment? Are any of y'all eating what Chris just said?
No, I've never eaten that. Like I eat ramen, but I don't eat it with cheese and ranch and all that. I do drain the water. I know what he's talking about. You can make the noodles where if you drain the water out, it does make it. You can do some neat stuff with it though. Like my wife,
Yeah.
It's almost like having a side dish without all the water in that. It's almost like a side noodles. It's good. That's a pasta I will eat. I'll eat that before I'll eat crazy ass Italian spaghetti with big ass meatballs hanging off of them and shit.
I don't eat meatballs.
So I had a girlfriend one time that would put hamburger meat in ramen and a little bit of teriyaki sauce. That was actually pretty good too.
That sounds disgusting.
Chris is gonna come.
I mean, honestly, I give it a shot. The amount of weird shit I ate in the military and just mix it up, and I was like,
you never know till you try it.
Exactly.
You mix it up and come up with something.
Plus, my parents were like, "Hey, you're going to be trying some new food, otherwise, I'm backhanding the shit out of you."
Okay, you like lasagna, right? Get you 4 of those frozen Totino square pizzas, stack them on top of each other, and bake them. It's a pizza lasagna.
First of all, that's not lasagna. But I do like the pizzas. They do be good when they get crispy. Like I like them. But no, look, before we go to the final segment, there's 0 chance that I'm eating ramen, melted cheese into the ramen, ranch dressing. Like, never happened as long as I live.
Because you ain't eating ranch dressing.
But back to the Totino's thing, you're essentially eating lasagna without having to make it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's called a poor man's lasagna. And you make it out of frozen pizzas.
Option B through Z is work smarter, not harder.
Look, I make a lasagna. I personally make one, and like whenever I make a big pan of it. Like that shit is gone. There's none that the family just shoot. It is that good, and I use cottage cheese, not ricotta.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how I do it. But let's go to our final segment.
You Lord, oh Lord, you Lord, for Sunday. You Lord, oh Lord, you Lord, for Sunday. You Lord, oh Lord.
Yeah, so the bye was better, but this one won't get us in trouble. So it's a very fun show, man. I love doing these food shows. I really am excited for July and college football stuff, but these are fun. I ain't gonna lie. I've had more fun with this show the last couple months than ever, I think. But Chris, final thoughts.
All right, I'm gonna go there again. If you weren't with us last week, I'm gonna go over the topic again. The month of June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm going to share some sobering statistics with you. 525,000 men every year die by suicide. That's 10,096 per week. That's 1,442 men every single day. 60 men every hour. 1 man every 60 seconds dies by suicide. Don't think it can't happen to you. I got some news today that one of my idols in the dirt track racing arena Mr. Scott Bloomquist, committed suicide a year ago, and nobody knew what he was dealing with in his personal life. Come to find out, he had cancer. He had an accident when he was in 2019 that left his legs with severe damage. He had no feeling in his legs. Combine that with the prostate cancer. The man was dealing with a lot. Men have issues. Talk to somebody. Please reach out. Ask for help. My inbox is open 24/7. If you need somebody to talk to, I'm willing to talk to you. I've talked to all three gentlemen on here before. They're all three willing to talk to you as well. Please, if you need help, reach out and talk to somebody. Take care of your mental health.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think men are 8 times more likely to commit suicide than women. It's really is a sobering thought, because as men, we're always told, man up. Like, hey,
Mm-hmm.
sad, blah blah blah. Well, who gives a fuck? Man up. You got shit to do. And why I do live that life personally, my life is so much better now that the Lord has found me and has given me my wife. So much better. But I always live by that creed. I man up. I've never had suicidal thoughts. But man up mentality. But yeah, I mean, like it hurts when nobody cares, don't it? Like it
Mm-hmm.
really does hurt. If you've never been at a point in your life where you think nobody cares about you, man, that's rough. And while not everybody does go to the suicidal thoughts, you feel pretty shitty about yourself. I've
Mm-hmm.
been there. You feel real shitty about yourself real quick and for a long time, and it's all you think about. It is like it's so I appreciate you mentioning that.
Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing is the amount of times that we had like a day off because somebody would take their own life. Like, I felt bad because they took their own life, but at the same time, kind of like get a little angry because it's also like you're taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem, you know? Like, you had the military, whether you're in the military, you're not, you're always gonna have people to reach out to no matter what.
Yep.
Agreed. I agree. And but James, if you've never felt that intense loneliness of not a soul, the person loves you, it's hard to explain, and I can understand why. Like nobody loves me, so why should I care to reach out to somebody who's just going to do the same thing to me everybody else has ever done?
Oh yeah, no, I've had numerous times of like being in that kind of mindset, but hey, like you said, Christ is king, and I thank him every day that I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I didn't take that route.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that is that's near and dear to my heart. I've had a buddy of mine kill himself. His wife had left him, and I'm not going to mention his name. This is a true story. His wife left him. He was selling drugs, and the paranoia and the drugs got to him one day, and he just shot himself in front of a couple of his friends. That was a long time ago. Gosh, like 20 years ago now.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll bring the spirits back up. Final thoughts, JT.
I was actually gonna not bring the spirits up. I was gonna run on the coattails. What Ian said. I get one game per every Pirates series. I get to go in the locker rooms, and I got to talk to these guys probably won't recognize the name, but he's a Pirate relief pitcher. His name's Isaac Matson. Came from Baltimore. His mom committed suicide in 2021, and he has a mustache right now that he I think he shaved it now, but he was doing it for what you talked about in June for the men's mental thing, men's thing. He was raising money and doing stuff for the stuff. And I talked to him in the locker room. I interviewed him like I normally do. I asked him about like his um, when did he get the love for sports? That's what I try to ask all the athletes. Like, hey, when do you know you love baseball? When do you know you love sports? And when we got off the record, I asked him like, hey man, I love what you're doing for everything. And I have a sister that's in and out of Western psych. My mom died when she was 10, I was 12. She has mental problems. I would be on that road. Like what you guys say. I mean, my mom died when I was young. My dad was a steel worker, so I was back as a kid in the 80s. Your dad just yelled, man. Like I got yelled at, put down. I mean, I don't think my dad meant it that way, but that's just the way it was. I was depressed. I was horrible. I found sports. I found a love for something that made me look forward to the weekends, made me look forward to nights, and that's why the name Sports Bible means a lot to me. Because it's if not for sports, how would we survive? But I'll also piggyback on what you guys were saying. I found God 10 years ago as well when my dad was on his deathbed. My dad actually did something on his deathbed that while my dad was dying, he's like, "You believe in God, kid?" And I'm like, "I do, Dad. I always believe in God." My mom died, and I want to see my mom again. You know, she was 34 when she died. I'm like, I want to see her again, man. Like, I was 12 years old, so he kept pressing it. You believe, you believe. I'm like, yeah, Dad, I believe, I really do. And then on his deathbed, he was in a coma for 3 days. Me and my sister held one of his hands. Like each had a hand. Like one of us would leave the room, somebody had his hand, and my wife was in the room, and on the third night, we were both sleeping, holding his hand, with our head on the bed. And my wife all of a sudden shook me, waking me up. She's like, "JT, wake up!" I'm like, "What?" And my dad, she said, leaned up in bed with his eyes shut, while he was in a coma for 3 days, and said, "Go." Said the word "go." So grabbed my sister's hand. I was like, "Lori, let's go. 5 minutes. Let's go get a coffee. 5 minutes. We'll come back in." Fifth minute, we came back in. I leaned down. He had a rattle breath, breathing, which was terrible. You can tell they're dying. And walked in the room, didn't hear it. Leaned down, and to this day I still get goosebumps. I felt his last breath of air in my ear. The hospice nurse was like almost in tears. She's like, "Your dad didn't want to die in front of you and your sister." So it was like my dad's gift to me. Like, hey, he wanted to go somewhere. Like it was his way of saying, "Here you go, kid. There's proof." So but everything you can say, man, means a lot because everybody has issues, man. That's why I'm a firm believer. Don't put people down. Like, I'm sick of watching the news and seeing guys in power putting people. Don't put people down, man. Everybody's battling their own fights, man. There's no reason to, no reason to put people down, man. Because everybody's fighting something. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a millionaire. I don't care if you're, guy making $9 an hour. Everybody's fighting a battle, man. So,
yeah, for sure.
I don't know on a low note, but that's a. But I did good today because I said sperm and jizz and.
We did. You never know. You take a millionaire who had everything in the world he wanted, Robin Williams, and he killed himself. So everybody's battling something for sure.
His death is the one that hurts me more than anybody in my life. I mean, besides family members, of course, but his suicide hit me the hardest because I am a guy. When I was growing up, I was depressed, but I was a guy that would try to make you laugh. So I sort of get it. And I wasn't as funny as him, of course, but I was like, I get the fact that when you're down, sometimes you want to see other people smile. It makes you feel better. And I think a lot of people have that. So.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely him and Chester Bennington, lead singer of Linkin Park, because it was like, bro, that was the voice of our childhood right there.
Well, mine was his best friend that died right before him.
Yeah, and it was like, bro, your first two albums literally got me through high school.
Chris Cornell was the same way with me. Yep. Chris Cornell was like I love Eddie Vedder. Eddie Vedder's my god. Eddie Vedder's my. If I didn't believe in Jesus, I would pray to Eddie Vedder every night. I love him.
He's a big Chicago dude.
I got Given the Fly on my arm because he sings a song, Given the Fly. He says, if you see a strange spot in the sky, it's a human being that was given the fly. So I thought of my mom at that one, so I got the tattoo. And but you're right, man. Chester Bennington and the dude was amazing. Like, I mean, that hurt a lot of people. Like it. And both of them died real suspiciously close together. I actually think Bennington died on Cornell's birthday, if I ain't mistaken. It was something like that. So, and they died, I think, but months apart. Like it was real close together. And I don't know, man. Like every one of my '90s guys have died except for Eddie Vedder. I mean, Chris Cornell, Kurt Cobain, Lane Staley, Scott Weiland. It's terrible, man. Talent.
It is, yeah.
I will tell you. So we have a big arena in Greenville, the city I'm from. It's called whatever, but it was called the Bilo Center when they made it. This thing is beautiful down here. And the very second act on the second day it was open was Pearl Jam, and I went and watched them there. So I've got to see Pearl Jam live. You're talking about Eddie Vedder, and Pearl Jam is one of my favorite bands.
Love them.
Like I love Pearl Jam, but it was just cool. Bali Center was cool. It was cool to have an arena like that in Greenville.
I make T-shirts. Me and my wife, we have a T-shirt. We make T-shirts, but I have a T-shirt that says "It doesn't get Eddie Vedder than this." Love it. I love it. It's always like my favorite. We think a lot alike too. I'm not gonna bring politics into it, but we have a lot of the same beliefs and just the way. He's just very like he fought Ticketmaster back in the day when people were having to pay a ton of money. He's just a good guy. He's a good soul. So
who would have thought 4 random business college students would get together and just start playing music and become one of the most impactful bands of the 1990s? It's exactly what Pearl Jam was. That's wild that it happened that way.
Oh, yeah.
And Eddie Vedder would have never got in the band if Andrew Wood died. I mean, people, the guy that they made Hunger Strike, what was that band called? Temple of the Dog.
Yep.
That CD was for Andrew Wood, who died. And if he wouldn't have died, I mean, there's a good chance Eddie Vedder wouldn't have been with that band. I mean, that was Eddie Vedder tried out for them after Andrew Wood died, and that's just crazy how things work out. That's why I do believe there is a plan. Sometimes you don't believe in it or you don't agree with it, but just keep fighting, just keep doing it, man.
Yeah, for sure. Hootie and the Blowfish, same way. Just 4 dudes that met at the University of South Carolina, started playing grunge music, and they were one of the biggest bands of the 90s. And by the way, side note, my favorite band of all time.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
hell, I still remember my introduction to Pearl Jam. So I had this iPod when I was like 15 years old. I'm going down, looking through my parents' music to see what else I could put on there. Because they raised me on, like Eric Clapton, the Beatles, U2, Bruce Springsteen, like all these classic rock people that it was like, damn, this is good. So I come across Pearl Jam 10, their 10th album, I believe.
The 10 album, that's their first album.
Oh, okay. So I take it out, I'm looking at it, I look at my stepdad, and I go, hey, Ken, who's Pearl Jam? He's like, you better put that on your fucking iPod right now. Put it on there. Get ready for an experience.
Yeah, that's like the Even Flow Alive, Jeremy. That's all black.
Oh my god, like some of their best songs.
That was their first CD, yep. Hey, and they named it after. Here's a sports thing. They named 10 is named after Mookie Blaylock, the guard he played guard for the Atlanta Hawks, and it was Mookie Blaylock was number 10. They were gonna call it. They were gonna call their band Mookie. Actually, that's what they wanted to call their band, and then Eddie Vedder to one day. It was literally, I think, his grandma, Pearl's Jam. She made jam. Her name was Pearl. So Pearl Jam. So it's just crazy how shit works out.
Yep.
Look, those Hawks teams with Mookie Blaylock were good. Dominic Wilkins, Kevin Willis, Spud Webb. The problem is
they were fun to watch, man.
During this time frame, and it never went further than that.
Right. You're right.
They couldn't stop nobody. Dominique would go out and score 35 a game, but they couldn't stop nobody, man.
Yeah. Plus, you look at the time that they were playing. It was like you had the Lakers, you had the Celtics, the Bad Boy Pistons, and then just when you think it's like, oh, it's our time. No. Now you got to deal with them.
Yeah, there's another team wearing red and black that might have a say in this.
Hey, you know who else was good as fuck back in those days? The Cavs, bro. Don't sleep on Mark Price and Gordy like that. Those were good fucking teams.
Oh yeah,
he's a Georgia Tech boy.
Yep.
Reggie Miller, Rick Smits, and the Pacers, the Patrick Ewing Knicks. These teams were.
Hey.
You know what team I root for? Because I'm Pittsburgh, of course, don't have an NBA team, so I've been a Sacramento Kings fan my whole life, and the reason being was the Fab Five, in Michigan, Arena Weber, Jalen Rose, all the guys.
Oh, after the story that came out about him this week.
Yeah, and C-Web got drafted by Golden State, got traded to Sacramento the draft night, and I'm like, I'm a Kings fan, and that team was my favorite team of all time. They had Mike Bibby.
Oh god!
Pages.
If there was ever one team that deserved a championship during the Lakers run, it was definitely that team.
And it was
that
Derek
Kings
Fisher
team
hit that corner shot. I never remember. I was at a bar and I remember like putting my head down going, because that was that year. Then the year after is the year that Dallas made the run with Dirk. Dallas ended up beating Sacramento in the final, in the Western final. But that team had Vlade, Bobby Jackson, Weber, Doug Christie. I mean, they had a great. They were just loaded. Man.
Mike Bibby, Stojakovic.
Yeah, Page was golden. His son's playing in the ACC. I can't remember the team right now. I saw him at Pitt last year.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Stojakovic. I don't know if it's Miami or Florida State. It's one of them schools. But I remember watching the game last year. I was at the Pitt game. I'm like looking through the media guide, and they're like, they keep saying Stojakovic. I'm like, that is. So I looked it up real quick. I'm like, that's Page's son. Makes me feel old as shit, but
right.
So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I don't think there's a more overrated NBA player of all time than Patrick Ewing. Like, that dude fumbled the bag so many times, got dunked on so many times, missed so many timely shots. He was not what they made him out to be. Not at Georgetown, sure, great story, but with the Knicks, like he was just so bad at so many things. I can't understand why people are like, this guy's a Hall of Famer, and I'm like, no, the fuck he's not. Ain't no fucking way this guy's a Hall of Famer. That's crazy. That's just my opinion on that.
Knicks had their chance this year, man. I thought this is going to be the year, but I'll tell you what, Tyrese Halliburton, what he's doing right now, if they upset, this might be one of the bigger upsets in a long time if they pull this off. Because I mean,
yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, SGA is just a beast, but I mean, Halliburton, and that's another ex-King. Every time the Kings get a good point guard, guess what they do with them? They just say, "All right, we're getting rid of him." Yep. De'Aaron Fox to San Antonio, Halliburton. Even though they did get Sabonis for him, but I don't know. But I could talk basketball all night, but I got to get going, boys. It's almost 11. 11 to me is like 5 hours from my wake-up time, but I appreciate this. This is great.
But appreciate it, man.
Hey, I had a fun time, boys. I honestly, it was a good talk, and everybody, I love all you guys. You guys are good guys, man. Anytime you need me, man.
Yeah, for real. Yep. Appreciate it, man. And
right,
we'll see you Sunday for Draft Storm.
Yeah, the Draft Storm's starting Sunday night, man.
Yep.
Because the guys got to check the video out. It's pretty cool. It's cool as shit. So,
yeah, for sure.
Check it out. But all right, boys. Have a good night.
Thanks, have a good one, JT.
Hey, everybody have a yogurt on me tonight.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, Patrick Ewing for real. But I guess James, final thoughts.
Yeah, so looks like the next few weekends, this one and the next one, I get a break from doing live streaming of WWE pay-per-views and UFC pay-per-views. There is going to be one on the 28th, but they're doing WWE Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia, so that's going to be a morning thing. But once night falls, then it's on for UFC 317, which thankfully won't be a goddamn marathon again.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be a lot of fun. But tomorrow, be sure to catch me out hosting No Mercy Sports, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's a lot of good topics. And before we get into some MLB predictions, with football season on the horizon, we're going to be doing the top 5 football teams or football movies.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll be ready for that.
Hell yeah. And man, there's a lot. I was like, damn, it's hard to pick.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good. I'm gonna have to do some like real homework on that one, to be honest with you. Gosh, I don't need to think about that right now. Yeah, I can't wait. And Saturday, Jonathan will return with 4th and 25. It'll be his return show. He's going to be doing some predictions for some college football teams. I got some graphics for him ready. I think it'd be a pretty cool show. The teams he chosen seem random to me, but I'm sure he's got a reason that he chose them, and I'm sure he'll explain that during the show. But for me, my final thoughts are real simple. I am so thankful for my wife. Like, I am thankful for everything she does for me. I'm thankful to have somebody love me, that we were talking about earlier. Outside of my family, she's the only person I feel like's ever loved me. And that's that's cutting. Like I mean, it cuts. So my bond with her is deep, like real deep, like blood and life and death deep. And I'm thankful for the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, like, because He's the reason we do everything that we do. And for me, as always, Matthew 24:13.
This beat is dope.